Well, yeah, you said you lived there till when you moved when you were 9.
I lived there from the age of about 5 until I was about 9.
Yeah.
With my parents obviously, and my brother and my sister, and we had a lodger as well because it's quite a big house and we couldn't really afford to live there.
Okay.
So we had a lodger as well to help pay the mortgage. There was a family on one side called the Kids, and they had a daughter called Lucy, and she was a year or two older than me, and I remember that I used to think she was a bit horrid because she'd only sometimes let us play on the wall. There was a low wall dividing the two houses.
What, on the left or the right?
If I'm looking at it, it's the one on the right, so looking at this, it's the white clapperboard house.
Yeah.
And there was a low wall running down between the two houses, and yeah, she used to sometimes say that I wasn't allowed to play on it, and it was clearly just to annoy me. And then on the other side lived a family called the Halls, and they had 2 daughters, and the older daughter used to babysit me when I was a kid, and the younger daughter was murdered, and her body, they didn't find her body for about 10 years. But it was actually after we'd moved away from there, but my parents had remained in contact with them. And,
so your babysitter's
younger sister, yeah. And she went, they moved to, after we moved away, the family then moved to Bath, and she was, I guess, about 20 or something, and she went clubbing, and she left her friends and was never seen again, and about 10 years later they found her body on the side of a motorway. And then the people who lived up one from them had 2 kids who were the same age as me and my sister, and they were really good friends of ours when we were little.
So you had a few friends there.
Yeah, because it was a cul-de-sac, and we used to kind of roller skate and play on our bikes and stuff.
Best.
Yeah, so they were good for the social life when we were kids.
That's a really good selection of. You've given me a really good idea about your neighbours.
Cool.
The time there. Thanks.
Good.